Hello and welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to the weekend. Oh, the glorious weekend. Of course, this will be going up on a Wednesday, I believe. So I hope you all are having a good week. You're halfway to the weekend, so you can have a little mini weekend in the middle of the week and just hang out with me for 30 minutes or so. So it is Saturday morning. I am very fresh-faced because I'm going over to my parents' house and Mom is going to help me dye my roots. So I've got my little like ring of blonde along the hairline starting to come back in, so we need to take care of that. I'm starting to switch back to regular root touch-ups with my hairstylist, and I'm booked in for October, November, and December, but she didn't have any openings in September, so I told her I would do it on my own and then we'd get me back on the schedule. So Mom is going to help me because I can do it by myself, but it's just easier and faster having her do it. It's going to be a fun morning, and then we'll also hang out with the dogs and I'll get some work done. And I'm very distracted by my plant. Quick plant update. These little flowers down here are now starting to bloom. I wish those stems had like grown up higher, but they probably will, I assume. I still need to look up like what to do with the stems. I probably need to just cut this one to make more space for these ones to grow, but I don't know. It's a whole new territory for me. But yeah, those are starting to bloom and they're really cute. I'm gonna go to the house and just have a relaxing Saturday over there with them. We're gonna hang out, probably watch some Escape to the Country, House Hunters International if there are any new episodes, as Mom and I always do. And then Mom will make something delicious for dinner, I am sure. And then I'll come home and then we'll have a quiet Sunday here at home tomorrow. So I don't know how much I will vlog today, just because it's going to be a 2-day vlog, and because also I'm just going to be snuggling with the dogs all day. But I didn't want to miss getting the dogs and hopefully getting Mom in the vlog for at least a little bit in this weekend vlog. So it's going to be a kind of combined at home with the parents and the dogs vlog with a cozy at home here in my apartment vlog tomorrow. My projects for this weekend, what you can expect to see. Well, I'm going to be working on the cover. I won't show you what it looks like. But if you saw the last vlog, you'll remember that I got all of the cover sketches, all of the different elements are done, and they're all traced in black ink and they're all scanned into my computer as individual PNG files. So the next step is to import all of those, basically drag and drop, into Photoshop and start arranging them on the canvas in the place that they need to go, and getting everything sized right and getting the basically the complete black and white line drawing of the full cover illustration assembled. So while we're watching Escape to the Country, that is totally something I can do. So I'm going to try to get up to that stage today so that tomorrow I can possibly start coloring things in and playing with colors and all of that. And then I'm also finishing up the proofreading. So I'm down to the last chapter and the epilogue as far as my proofread read through. So I will definitely finish that, if not today, then tomorrow. So yeah, making a lot of book progress today, which is going to be very exciting today and tomorrow. So by the end of this weekend, I will have a nearly finished book interior, and I will have a cover sketch that will actually look like the cover in Photoshop, even if it's not fully colored in yet. So that is very exciting. And I'm very, 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 very excited about that. So I'm going to stop rambling and get on the road, because I do need to get to the house by a certain time so that Mom can do my hair before lunch. I just want to get that done and out of the way so that I can then let it air dry and then just relax for the rest of the day. So yeah, welcome to the vlog. Sit back, get comfy, and enjoy the weekend with me. you doing? What are you doing? Huh?
This is before the potatoes and carrots go in. It's already nice.
It smells so good.
Your people need smell-o-vision.
Yeah, I wish we had smell-o-vision because that smells amazing.
All your friends. Okay, I'm gonna clear the edges and get it in the.
Let me.
You ready?
Yeah, no, I'm just. Say hi.
Hi.
I left the volume up. We're watching Escape to the Country. But Mom's making stew.
Background.
So you're letting that cook in there for a bit before you add the...
Yeah, well, we need to cut up the veggies and stuff, so they might as well be in the oven while we're doing that.
Okay. Do you need help?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're doing another attempt of the popovers, aka Yorkshire puddings. Stew is there and is ready. Yep. Oh, that looks so good.
I need to put some more parsley.
It smells amazing too. So we're very excited.
Yes. The Yorkshire puddings, aka
Popovers.
I need to get a proper Yorkshire pudding pan so they turn out like a Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah.
But for right now, we're calling them popovers. And those I haven't made since back in the day. But I did make some Yorkshire puddings. Oh my gosh.
You
it's been 3 years. It had to be
almost 3
4
years.
years?
No.
It was before the pandemic.
It was January 2020.
Oh, I made
So
them again.
this coming
But the
January.
first time I made it was when Tamsin was with us.
She was here in January of 2020.
Was
Right
it?
before the pandemic.
Right before the pandemic?
Yes.
Why was I thinking it was before that? Oh, because you and I went to England in October.
We saw her there in October of 2019.
And then she came
And then
here
she came here.
in January.
Yeah.
And then she made it back home before.
Yeah, right before everything went nuts.
Yeah.
So we did make Yorkshire puddings then. You followed a different recipe.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
This is more supposed to be, well, it's only got 4 ingredients in it. And I can't remember. I have to go find the recipe that we used
Yeah.
when Tamsin was here. But
I think the recipe, the ingredients were similar. It was the method that we mixed
Yes.
everything together was different.
it was different.
So
We shall see if it comes out again. I want to be consistent. So we shall see.
We'll see. We're doing dinner. Mom has done my hair, and I've blow dried it so that we can get the bangs going, right? So it's not styled, it's just very roughly air dried except for the bangs. But she did a good job. The roots are covered up, so thank you.
Oh, good.
Hairstylist extraordinaire.
Oh, good. I'm not fired? Oh, darn.
You're not, yeah.
Oh, darn. Let me try that again.
Yeah, Mom would love to be fired from salon duty.
I am not. I am not
Well,
efficient.
I've got an appointment
I
next
I
month.
have more respect for them now because my arms got tired.
Yeah, Mom's arms got tired just doing
And I've been
my
swimming,
roots.
So my arms are in good shape.
But yeah, I'm just getting my stuff packed up because as soon as we're eating a little bit later than we planned, and as soon as we eat, I'm dashing out the door. So I'm getting everything packed up. We've been too busy escaping to the country. Yes, we've watched like 4 episodes.
Now we should call them Yorkshire puddings because we've been eating.
Yes, we've watched a couple in Pembrokeshire, I think, and one in Somerset.
Yeah,
Did we watch a 4th
Wales.
one? And one in Wales?
Wales, the last one.
The last one was Wales. Yeah, so I know we saw Somerset and Wales.
Gloucestershire.
Okay,
Pronouncing
so maybe it was Gloucestershire and Pembrokeshire,
Yes.
Somerset and Wales.
Yes.
So we did watch
Yes.
4. So we watched a lot of Escape
And
to the
before that,
Country.
we were watching House Hunters.
House Hunters International.
Yes.
But we're about to eat as well, 12 minutes. As soon as the Yorkshire puddings are done, we'll eat, and then I will head home and have a chilled evening and probably
Although,
check
can
with...
we call them a Yorkshire pudding if we're having them a stew instead of a roast dinner?
I don't know. One of you guys can tell. Is there
You know,
rules
is
about...
there a rule that it's not a Yorkshire pudding?
Can you only have Yorkshire puddings with the Sunday roast?
Yes.
Or can you have them with something else?
Well, I think Tamsin said they would buy them from Frozen, right? And
I can't remember.
Tamsin, you'll have to tell us.
No.
Or one of Andrea's other friends from England.
Yeah, so we're here with the puppies. I'm gonna finish getting packed up and then have a cozy evening and then probably check with you guys tomorrow. But I have been making progress on the cover, so I can't show you, but I can tell you it's coming together and I'm very excited. Hello! Okay, it is now Sunday. I had a lovely day yesterday. I had a great time hanging out with the dogs and hanging out with Mom. As I think I mentioned in a previous clip, we watched like 4 episodes of Escape to the Country. Her stew turned out amazing and I got to take home a ton of leftovers of both the stew and the Yorkshire puddings. So I will get to have that again tonight. I'm very excited about that. There will also be enough left over for Tuesday after teaching, so that will get me through that day. And yeah, I have actually slept okay again. I just got 8 hours of sleep, but I also got about a little over 3 hours of deep sleep. What was it? 3 hours and 15 minutes of deep sleep in fairly like even cycles throughout the night. Oh my gosh, looking at the whole sleep stat, it just amazing. So I actually got a decent amount of sleep, or a decent quality of sleep. Wish I could have slept a little bit longer. Stayed up a little late reading a book. But that's okay. That's what the weekends are for. So I'm going to read another book today. I started reading a cozy mystery, one that I've been looking forward to reading for a while now. And yeah, so I'm going to read that, probably try to finish it in one sitting. As far as book work, I kind of updated you a tiny bit, but I was so distracted with cooking and everything with Mom. I have made a significant amount of progress with the cover, but I can't show you or it would give too much away. But the cover is coming along and I'm really excited about it. So I now have everything imported into Photoshop and everything is laid out into Photoshop. I've even put in all of the text. So I've got, it might be the final tagline, I don't know, but I've got a tagline, a title, my name, and the series name. So I've got the basics of the ebook cover and I can kind of see how everything is laid out. So now I'm just figuring out the color scheme and what I want that to look like. I think I'm going slightly autumnal with it. Not so much that it feels like it's an autumn book, but enough that matches the tone of the book because it is set throughout autumn. It's set from like late August into December, which is why I'm trying to get it out next month, because it's not specifically an autumn book or a Christmas book, but it is perfect for this time of year. I kind of want that to be slightly reflected in the cover, but yeah, that's coming along. So I spent a lot of time working on that yesterday. I didn't do any proofreading, so I need to do chapter 21 and the epilogue today, so that the read through is done, and tomorrow I can then start going back through and making the changes, which is also something I want to do on the external monitor on the bigger screen once I'm back in Vellum. So I think today I want to just rest. I've let myself sleep in, especially because I stayed up too late. So it is going on noon. It's 1:45. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I might do coffee later. Need to get some juice, get some more water, get some breakfast, all of that good stuff. And then I'm gonna go sit back down in bed, or on top of the bed. I've made the bed, more or less. So I'm gonna get back in the bed, do some reading, and then at some point I'll come out here and continue reading, and then later this afternoon I'll probably finish up the proofreading. But yeah, I really just want to enjoy a very slow Sunday afternoon reading a whole book cover to cover, or the digital equivalent because it's on my Kindle, and just relax. So I can hear my voice is feeling a bit gravelly, so I need to go get some water and some juice and some food and just get on with this very relaxing Sunday. It is now 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. I'm making coffee. Decaf, but I'm making coffee. I also have some cinnamon rolls baking in the oven. But yeah, I just thought cinnamon rolls, a false spice latte. I'm just gonna froth up the milk right now. And then I have less than 2 hours left in the book that I'm reading. So I'm making progress on that. It's just a nice, relaxing, cozy mystery. Not that long of a book. I've got a low battery light. We'll see how long this lasts. Probably not long enough. So yeah, I thought it was probably a good time to kind of, my camera thought it was a good time for the battery to die. I thought it was a good time to take a break from reading, get some cinnamon rolls popped in the oven or the toaster oven, and make myself a nice big latte. And then oh, the air conditioning's on, we'll come over here for a minute. So yeah, I thought I would take a break from reading just for a bit, because I don't think it's going to take me very long to finish proofreading, but I want to finish proofreading. So I'm going to sit down and get comfy and cozy out here and get the proofreading finished, the read through of the proofreading finished. I don't think it'll take me more than like 30-ish minutes. So I'm going to do that now, and then the cinnamon rolls will be done and out of the oven, and I can let them cool for just a tiny bit, and then I can have one while I switch back to reading the novel I'm reading. So that's gonna kind of be the afternoon. I was just starting to listen to a YouTube live with Esther, who just is an absolute rock star, has just been through a hurricane in Puerto Rico, and she's on YouTube doing a live video planning for Q4. I am just in awe. So Esther, you are amazing, and I am looking forward to watching the full video on the replay. I'd love to stop and do it now, but I really need to proofread. So it is reminding me, because that's not the first video I've seen talking about planning for Q4. So I probably this week need to sit down and start planning my Q4. So I think that would be a great video to watch later this week while I do that. But I am very excited about this latte, and I'm excited to get reading, like finish reading this latest read through. I've been loving it so far. Finding some errors and then finding a lot of little things that just I may as well fix because I still can, but still feeling really happy with where it's at. So that's a great feeling. This is probably my least favorite part of publishing, is like all the last minute final pre-publishing stuff, like making sure that your title is correct and making sure that your book description is well written and engaging. I don't know if I'm going to do any work on it today, but I think tomorrow I want to spend some time working on my book description. So I'm going to get this back out, look through it again, and then just all that, like the pressure of feeling like everything has to be correct. Getting the cover done. Is the cover good enough? But yeah, it's like the thought of potentially uploading it a week from now is really nerve-wracking. I'm trying not to think about that. I'm trying to just focus on what needs to be done in this moment. And in this moment, I need to go and proofread the last chapter and the epilogue, get that done so that tomorrow I can start actually making those changes. I'm gonna go do that and drink my latte. That's perfect. So yeah, we're gonna go get comfy and cozy and get this proofreading done, and then get back to reading, because I'm really enjoying this book and I want to see how it ends. So definitely want to get through the proofreading and get on to that. It is now the end of Sunday. I mean, it's almost 7, but it feels later. The sun is just going down so early now. It's one of the few things that starts to make it feel more like autumn here in the desert, because it was 104 today. It's still really hot. Finished reading the cozy mystery that I was reading, and I'm now starting a mystery. They call it a thriller, but it's also, I think, got some fantasy elements to it. It's called The Cartographers. The author is Peng Shepherd, I think. It's been on my radar for a little while. It's been on my holds list. I've delayed delivery a few times because it felt like more of an autumn read for me than a summer read. So it came available again, and rather than delay delivery one more time, I decided to just get it. So that's going to be my book for this week. The last few books I've read have been fairly lighthearted and cozy, so I'm kind of in the mood for something not dark, and I don't think this is going to be too dark. Hopefully not. But I am in the mood for something that's a little bit more, I don't know, moody and atmospheric and slightly suspenseful, so I'm hoping this will be the thing. I think that's it. I could just keep rambling, but I don't want to do that. So I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. It's been fun sharing my weekend with you. It's been such a cozy and relaxing Sunday. So if you enjoyed this vlog, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, all of that good stuff. And our question for the vlog. I guess it's been a while since I've asked you for a book update. What are you reading? What are you writing? What are you working on? Do you have any recommendations for good autumnal, kind of moody, atmospheric type reads? Either cozy autumn or moody, slightly spooky but not scary. I don't mind spooky-ish. I don't like scary. I like stories with like witches and vampires and stuff. I've got a couple on my TBR, but I really want, kind of from now through Halloween, I think I'm gonna go on a big like supernatural fantasy type kick. So if you've got any recommendations, let me know. If you write, I know because some of you guys are authors, if any of you write supernatural, paranormal fiction, as long as it's not scary. I don't do horror because I'm a wimp and a weakling, but witches, vampires, things like that, love. Anything in the vein of Deborah Harkness's All Souls, V.E. Schwab, the Shades of Magic series, whether it's darker, not too dark, but darker, or more lighthearted, like cozy mysteries. So yeah, just book recommendations, whether they're ones that you've read or ones that you've written, because I would like to start reading some of you all's books, now that I know that there are more of you following me who are authors as well. If you've got a good autumn read, let me know, and I will add it to my list. Say hi in the comments, let me know how you're doing, and yeah, I will see y'all very soon in the next vlog. Thanks for watching this one. Bye!